We're going to take a quick tour down the river pathway here in Calgary, and Calgary has the biggest bike pathway in North America, the whole collection of it. And something that's different coming from other countries is just the safety that we have in Calgary to go cycling, which is just fantastic. I mean, you don't want to be stupid about leaving your bike somewhere without a chain, but it's really nice to be able to go as a family together. And we're going to go down the river pathway, which is one of the most beautiful pathways, and we'll show you that. And then we're going to go to a little cafe, so come join us.
Pick all the petals up off the floor. Throw out the love me nots. There's only love left. There's only yes, yes.
We just crossed the Peace Bridge, and the Peace Bridge is one of these iconic architectural pieces in Calgary, and you're going to see it everywhere once you're here, on posters and on just designs anywhere. But the Peace Bridge is really beautiful, and it's a connector across the river from the north to the south. And then just behind me right now is the area called Eau Claire, which is French for clear water, and it's really nice area with there's some residential. In the islands between the river, they have festivals. So they have Calgary Folk Festivals. People just like take over the island, and it's really cool. They have like Taste of Calgary as well. They also have Shakespeare by the Bow River, because that's the river that goes through the middle here. And so there's a ton of cool things that you can do in the summer, either a paid festival or for free, so that you can enjoy downtown.
That shine far in blue. She is small. She is huge. See that shine far in blue.
So we just went to Ansam, the cafe, and we're just in the park now with our little girl so that she can stretch her legs after the bike ride. And that is such a cute cafe. It's got this incredible mixture of like the food and the flowers, but it's not just conceptually like that. They actually do put the flowers into the food, and it's just beautiful. Stepping into that store is almost like stepping back into Korea when Michael and I did some more traveling before having our child. We went to Korea, and so many of the little cafes have that experience. And when we stepped into that cafe, I was just like, oh my gosh, yeah, this is like stepping right back into Korea, stepping right back into Asia. I mean, they even have cheesecake that looks like cheese. It has a pun baked right into it. What more can you want from a little cafe? It's also this beautiful little heritage building which they've readapted, and here in Sunnyside it's really unique. It's actually a bit of a standalone store, and I would definitely say if you haven't tried Ansam before, it is a bit more on the pricey side, but any of these nice concept cute little places really are. It is so Instagrammable. I wanted to take pictures, but instead I got footage for you guys. Also, I want to point out the new Edinburgh Park. So cute. Great for little kids. But it's not anything crazy, this park, but it definitely has anything you need when you come and sit from the cafe in the summertime to enjoy. And that's one of those things about Calgary. These types of parks are everywhere, especially in the inner city. There's just so much great development and planning. And it's one of my favorite things is that we can take our little girl pretty much anywhere in the city. And at some point, if we go outside, we can find a great free spot to enjoy. And this one's really cool. I'll show you a few things that are added benefits for more like adults. And I think partially they created some of these concept parks during COVID to allow people to meet outside with safe spaces. This is definitely not the only park in the city to do this, but they have this really cool So what I was saying is they have these really cool Adirondack chairs in the park with these fire pits. So when it's cooler, people can come out here and hang. And this is such a Canadian thing, which is really cool. Outdoor spaces, people love to make use of them in the summer, and because the country is wealthy and the community has a lot of pride, people will donate, people will maintain this space. And it's not to say that maybe something happens and something disappears here or there, but for the most part, there's so much community pride. People really want to make their spaces great and inclusive, and the public spaces are wonderful. And that's a bit of a mind shift. Well, it's a bit of a mind shift change, because public spaces in a country like South Africa are not well maintained. You don't feel safe in them, thus you don't use them, and thus they just disappear. But public spaces in Canada are, for the most part, really well maintained. They're also well used. So you can see people from any background, lower income, higher income, young, old, everywhere in between, they make use of these spaces. And why would you not? It is so lovely. And I think the other thing that's great about it is it's not a barrier of entry of you need to pay admission to get into a place. No, instead you get to, whatever your income is, no matter your status in life, anyone can enjoy these beautiful outdoors literally right outside your house.